NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV.
Here we are again, Delmarva. Thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Coast Life. We're your hosts today. I'm Leah Rizzo, and we've got Lauren Hitch filling in for Paige Marley, who is still enjoying what's left of her little vacation.
Yes, but what a fun week.
I know.
I love riding up here.
We love having you.
Yes, it's so enjoyable.
Yes.
It's always a good time.
It is a good time, and it's fun, getting your perspective on a lot of the kinds of conversations that Paige and I usually have. We're like, oh, it's nice to have someone who's lived a little different of a life. You're a mom, you got different perspectives, so it's nice to learn from one another.
Yeah, I was talking to someone new down in the DSN studios the other day, back in Salisbury, when I got back to work there yesterday, and I was like, Coast Life is so fun because they talk about trendy stuff and stuff going on. It's very much like fits it to the demo here. Yeah. I love this show.
Yeah, well, we love having you. And I don't know about you, but this week has feel like it's been a little bit of a trudge.
Yeah.
I feel like it has been a little slow
dragging. Yeah, things, I feel like before big things happen, like my kid's going back to school, so it's like, we're almost there. We're gonna get there.
It's like the week before will be super, super slow, and then the week before, like you've got no time, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't get anything done.
Right. Yeah. That's gonna happen next week.
We love that for you, and I know that there are many parents out there wearing the same shoes as Lauren. But hopefully, you got all your school supplies. And
I've had them. I'm a planner.
Boxes. You are a planner.
I'm crazy.
That's true. I'm sure Riker has like color coded.
As soon as he got the list, I was like, yes, it's good. Let's go. And I got it all on sale and everything. It's already. I dropped it off to the school. We had his little back to school night last night, so it's all there and ready to go. Fine. He's excited. Yeah, I've got sticker labels for his names though. Put his name on everything, on his clothes, on his jacket, his backpack, his water bottle. That way they know which one is Riker's.
Well, sometimes the boys the lunchbox never comes home.
Oh my God. And it gets dirty. It loses things. I'm like, what happened to your water bottle? What happened to your left shoe?
And they have no idea. My brother was always like, I don't know. And we were like, how do you not know? And he never knew.
No clue. But he knows where Spider-Man is, like his
toy. Exactly.
That's in his hand, missing 2 socks,
Right, the important things.
Yes.
Maybe you're trying to squeeze one more vacation in before everybody goes back to school, but there was a list sort of compiled of like the one thing that gives vacationers the ick, if you will. And it's a little surprising, but I guess ultimately it's not really that surprising that the selfie was what kind of took the top slot there. That people, when they see, and I can't tell if it's maybe a company's social media, if it's selfies, you're less likely to visit like that restaurant or something like that.
So like if people visit and they take a selfie at a certain place, people
maybe
are like,
if you see it on like the restaurant's feed, you're like, oh well, I don't know. But like if you're seeing, shots of the food and shots of you're more likely to explore that. And I wonder if there's sort of that like self-insertion narrative where if you see just the food, like you can picture yourself there. But if you're seeing someone's face,
you're like, oh, I don't know.
You're just seeing that person and you can't picture yourself there.
I'm the person who I'm like, phone eats first, and I'm taking the picture. But I feel like if it's like a fun place, maybe like when my kid's involved though, we do take the selfie because I think it's a little memory. I want to remember myself.
Yeah, well, and I think like on your personal social media feed, I feel like everybody enjoys, because you don't always have a camera guy to get everybody in it. So someone has to be whoever has the longest arm.
Yes, they got to be the big head. It's usually me.
The selfie taker. Yes, and so I feel like for your personal memories, people don't mind that so much, but I'm wondering if maybe that statistic came from
business pages.
Yeah, like if you're scrolling through, and you're big into travel, and when you're seeing, businesses that are posting selfies or tagged in selfies, maybe that's a bit of a turnoff. But I get it. Like the tourist season is completely different than the off season, especially here along the beaches. And I know, like by this time of year, a lot of locals are sick of the traffic. They're sick of the slow walkers.
They don't want to see the selfies. Okay.
They don't. They're done with the selfies. It's the slow walkers for me. I'm sorry. I am that person. If I'm walking down the boardwalk or whatever, and I get trapped behind like 3 families that are
sometimes
walking.
They just stop.
Yes, and they're walking whole family wide, and I'm like, I just need to get by. I'm so sorry, Grandma. Like, I can't stay in front of the t-shirt shop for 20 minutes.
It's always the people that just like lock up in front of you.
Yes.
Because usually I'm on a mission, and you sound like you're like the same way.
I am. I'm on a mission, even if that mission is just exercise. I'm like, I gotta go. I'm a fast walker, and like bad about it. Like I flat tire people all the time. Like when I'm walking behind my sister, I step on people's ankles.
Yeah.
I'm a walking tailgater, and I try not to be, but
it happens.
I can't help it. So for me, it's the slower paced walkers, and I feel like I get that from my mom. She's a speedy walker, so like I'm used to trying to keep up with her.
We used to do those like 5K walks, you know, and we would leave my mom in the dust. My dad and I would be like speed walking, like they have on the Olympics, you know.
Yeah, no, my mom could be a professional speed walker. Like she is quick. And she has no sense of direction, which makes it a little hard sometimes to keep track of her, where you're like, oh no, where'd she go?
So you need to put an air tag on her.
I do. But yes, we love the tourists, and it just maybe pick up the pace a little if you're standing outside the t-shirt shop.
Right. We are ready for local season, right?
We're a little ready for local summer, which starts next month, really.
Yeah, next month. It's coming up.
Yes. But switching gears a little bit here, we also wanted to kind of hit on what's maybe just a small gesture, because I feel like sometimes this is a crazy time of year for everybody. So maybe in your relationship, you're feeling a little bit more tense, a little more tension, just maybe bickering a little bit here and there, because there's just a lot going on. Everybody's busy. Yes. Maybe you're feeling that.
Yeah.
But what are maybe just some small everyday gestures that you can do in your relationship to show your person that you care?
Ooh. Like the little things are always like really important to me, like especially when we're rushing. And I'm like, oh. So my husband every morning will fill up my water bottle with like, ice and water, like before I head out the door. And I'm like, oh, thanks for taking one little thing off my plate. You know,
that's nice.
What about you?
Yeah, my boyfriend always sets the coffee maker the night before for me. So I'm like, I barely ever make a pot of coffee for myself.
Know how to do
Sunday
it,
mornings, that's it. That's the only day I do. But yeah, he usually makes coffee the night before. I think even just like, I like to be the first one to send a message in the morning too. And just be like, good morning, thinking of you. Like if there's a stupid picture or a stupid meme.
No, but that's fine. Yeah. And then you kind of get used to it. So then
you do right,
when he doesn't do it,
something's wrong. Something's wrong. Like, hey, are you good?
Yeah, Jordan and I mean, when you have a kiddo too, it's kind of like, okay, like we'll get him up, and then Jordan gets him dressed, and then we make sure his teeth are brushed. I pack his lunch, like, you know, for school, and like, you kind of start getting like a routine and stuff like that. But those little things are like very important, and they help make your morning start better. Yeah. You know, we talked yesterday about your morning can be ruined really early. So it's good to kind of start the day on the right track, the right foot. So
I think too, when you have kids, I mean, and you could speak to this better than me, but I think for most parents out there, like once you become a parent, your kid takes priority in those schedules. So I think sometimes it's way easier to feel like your partners have kind of not forgotten about each other, but you know, you're no longer the only thing in each other's lives. Right. So a lot of your time and energy goes towards your kid.
And I will tell you, it's still very important to plan those date nights. I mean, for a while, Jordan and I were just like surviving and keeping our kid alive. We were proud of ourselves every day for that. But it got to the point where it was like, oh, we haven't talked. What'd you do for the past week? You know, like you kind of get lost in each other. So it is important to get a babysitter, get grandma to watch the kiddos, schedule that date night, just go do something fun. Jordan and I will try to go to dinner, like, this is bad, but it's like just even once a month. Like just put the time aside. We're both really busy with little side hustles too and everything. So it's like, take the time aside, have a family day. We try to have like one big family day on a Sunday a month, and then try to have a date night. Even if it's just like dinner, and then you go home and you just feel refreshed. You feel connected again.
No, it is.
But don't worry, it's almost cuddle season, right?
Yeah.
Fall is coming up. You will. It's almost time to rekindle the flame again.
Yes, and I was the babysitter back in the day, so I was the one giving parents that date night. So I think, and it's wild that like, with minimal qualifications, you can be responsible for young children. But I was a good babysitter.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have Riker soon. We'll let you.
That's right. There you go. Yes, I'll watch him.
You guys have so much fun. Yeah.
That's the problem. We will have a lot.
Right. He'll never want to come home.
Yep. And we don't want to let you go, but we do have a show to get to. So we're going to let our field correspondent, Spencer Tober, tell you what's coming up today on Coast Life.
Lauren, Leah, maybe we can get back into the babysitting business if this whole TV star thing doesn't work out. We're back on location in Rehoboth today, spilling the tea. I like my tea sweet and my drama spicy. School is starting up soon, so let's make sure your kids are safe getting on and off the bus this year. Okay, I'm actually really excited for this one. We're going to be on the road touring the best places to live. Spoiler alert, it's right here on Delmarva. All that and more coming up on Coast Life.
Coast Life is sponsored by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event continues at Preston Ford. Experience incredible deals on a massive selection of over 900 new Ford vehicles. You can save over $11,000 off MSRP on select 2023 Ford F-150s, or get over $9,000 off MSRP on a 2023 Bronco Badlands. Shop with us online at PrestonFord.com and we'll deliver it to your driveway today. Visit Preston online or in person during the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event at Preston Ford. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Has your kitchen remodel been on the back burner?
Move it forward now and take advantage of our biggest kitchen sale of the year.
Paul Davis can restyle your kitchen for half the cost of a traditional kitchen remodel. Get all new doors, drawers, and hardware without any major demolition. And the best part is, it's done in as little as 3 days.
We'll bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow and give you an estimate that day.
Through August 31st, get $1,500 off, plus free hardware. And no payments, no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis.
The restoration and remodeling experts.
Peninsula Home Care proudly serves the beautiful communities of Delaware and Maryland, with a team of compassionate nurses, therapists, and social work at your service. We are here to help you regain your strength and independence right in the comfort of your home. Our team actively engages in our community, including ongoing education with our partners. From hospital to home, Peninsula Home Care is your hometown home care, right by your side since 1985.
Spark your senses at the Spice and Tea Exchange in Rehoboth Beach. Food lovers, home chefs, and tea enthusiasts rejoice. Smell and sample your way through hundreds of exotic spices and teas from around the world. Our signature blends and rubs are hand-mixed daily to ensure the highest quality and freshness. Talk to our tea experts and learn the wellness benefits of drinking fresh, loose-leaf premium teas. Find a tasteful gift for that special someone or join us for an in-store cooking demo. Find your way to flavor at the Spice and Tea Exchange on the Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Sister locations in Annapolis, Maryland, and Old Town Alexandria, Virginia.
Visit Western Sussex.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by the Parker Group.
Hey, Coast Life. So buying a house can be a little daunting, right? But did you know you have neighbors, friends who are trained, passionate, and talented in trying to get you your home? That's why I love hanging out with our power couple here and owners of the Parker Group, Rachel and Dustin. So you guys have a reputation for your market expertise, your use of technology to make everything easier and more interactive with home buying. And even now, a huge team of real estate agents that love the community that they serve.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't want to talk about that just yet. I'm a hopeless romantic, and I kind of want to know how you guys met.
It's a great story.
Been a while now.
Yeah. So I was 18 years old when we met. You
had to say that because you want to start off.
You were 20.
Yeah,
so
start off that older.
A little bit there. But no, we actually both went to the same college, University of Delaware alum. And we didn't know each other from college, but we were both working on political campaigns at the time. And we happened to be at the same little political event. It was actually a picnic down in Rehoboth. And that's where we met. And we spent almost every day together since then.
My favorite part of that story is, so we left that picnic in Rehoboth. I'm driving home. I lived on the eastern shore of Maryland at that time. Before I even got home, I had a text message from him, and it just said, "This is Dustin, that random guy from the picnic." And I was like, how many people do you think I met at this picnic that you have to qualify it?
Hey, it worked, right?
But it worked.
Oh, that is so cute. And I gotta say, go Hens.
That's right. Fighting for Hens.
And spending a lot of time together, and you end up starting a business together. So how did that begin?
Yeah, so we were actually, it's funny, our careers kind of mirror each other as we went through. So we were both in politics for a little while. Then we both got into teaching for a little while. And that's what we were doing when we were first married. When I was pregnant with Avery, our daughter, Dustin saw a real estate course. And we had one rental property at the time. We liked real estate. We liked the, passive, wealth building aspect of it. And Dustin decided just to go for it. We had a little girl on the way. We know weddings are expensive, and a teacher's salary, sadly, is not quite commensurate to the amount of work that they put in. And so he signed up for the course and ended up getting his license basically to the day that our daughter was born.
Right on. Oh, you guys that is such a great story. Oh. And being here local to Delaware, up in Newark, and now down to Georgetown. So Delaware is your home.
It really is, yes. So for me, it's been 9 generations of home, living down here in Sussex County, and then spending some time up in Newark at UD as well. And we always joke I had to actually leave Delaware to go find a wife because I was afraid I might be related to him. So Rachel's from the eastern shore of Maryland, not too far, just across the line.
Nice. And speaking of home here, what are some challenges, rewards of owning a business here in Delaware by the shore?
I
think there are so many incredible things about Delmarva, and I think really the only downside that I always felt growing up is that a lot of my best and brightest classmates, and I see it now with kids, think that they have to move away from Delmarva in order to jump into a really fascinating career or have a huge income potential. Sure. And so something that we find really rewarding about building our business here in the community, the landscape that we love, is that we feel like by building a business, we're offering opportunity to bright, talented local people to contribute to the local economy, make a really good living for their family, and have some really interesting professional growth opportunities.
All right, most excellent. And guys, I'd love that more personal stuff from earlier. And if I get some more thoughts from you guys, what were your first impressions of like social media right when it first hit?
You go first.
So I actually probably like it more than most, or maybe more than most would be willing to admit. But I think it's a great way to connect with people that we lose touch with. I think it's so cool because we just came back from San Francisco for a business conference out there, and it would be so difficult for us to continue to maintain those relationships without being able to connect on various social media. And so it's a nice way to kind of check in on people and see what they're doing in their lives and vice versa, but also to keep building those relationships in a way that is just much more difficult when you live so far apart.
I agree with you completely about that. I think that's the most beneficial thing about social media is the ability to connect people. I do think it's a bad rap because sometimes when people are behind a keyboard, the best qualities don't always come out. However, I think the biggest benefit of social media to me is really the access to free information. And we talk about that with podcasts too, but as a business, we feel like for real estate in particular, a lot of people are intimidated by the process. And now with social media, we have a new platform to educate people on the process of buying a home, what's going on with interest rates, what's happening in the industry. Obviously, the real estate industry is in the news quite a bit right now. And we feel like it gives us a great platform to, in real time, disseminate information that's important to people.
And definitely. And all of that has led to some huge success for you guys and to the point where you're expanding your business over the last couple of years. I know you just started your new location up in Middletown. How's that going to be a game changer for you?
Yeah, so we love Middletown. It's been growing for the last couple of decades, and it's continuing to grow and surge. And the cool thing about Middletown is it's got all these incredible restaurants and shops, but it still has that cool downtown feel and that local vibe that we really like to get into. And so we've got some great agents that are up in Newcastle County, and they kind of needed a home base. And so we're thrilled to bring this to them and continue to expand upstate as well.
Rachel and Dustin's story is so cute, and hearing about their new location up in Middletown is getting me so excited to check out everything that they've got to offer Delaware. So when we get back, we're gonna go check out Parker Group's everything that they've got to offer Delaware with an old-fashioned road trip. That's coming up next on Coast Life.
Listen out there in television land.
Get in the groove with Judge Judy's greatest hits.
I'm good, right?
You are great. Judge to be the best.
Now put on your listening ears.
With classics like...
That's ridiculous. That's a lot of baloney.
Plus...
What are you, nuts?
And who could forget...
is not an answer.
Judge Judy, delivering the hits daily.
That sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
Judge Judy, coming September 9th to Coast TV.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control. Our professional pest management program includes year-round protection, 4 seasonal visits or more, and pest-free peace of mind. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
Cancer will make you wake up real quick. You get in touch with your mortality. You really do. I just wanted cancer to be removed. And robotics was the best way. Let's get it done. I arrived at BB at 9 a.m. I was walking back home at 4 p.m. That stood out, that I could have major surgery and be home in less than 8 hours later. Robotic surgery worked for me. It really did. It's changed my life.
We know you have better things to do with your time than cleaning. At Heather's Homeworks, we invest in giving you back your time, taking the stress off of your shoulders. For over 20 years, we provided excellent housekeeping services throughout Sussex County. Our team of professionally trained cleaners use non-toxic, all-purpose cleaning solutions to protect your pets, loved ones, and all surfaces in your home to ensure you're cared for and have peace of mind. Visit heathershomeworks.com or call today.
We can do it! Shell's Early Learning Center, child and parent approved.
Shells have become an extension of our family. They've helped prepare our children for school.
I love
shows. My teacher makes learning fun.
Creating a fun learning environment to prepare the children for school.
Shell's accredited staff is dedicated to preparing your child for school. Don't miss your chance to join the Shell's family. Enroll your child for fall now before it's too late. Shell's Early Learning Center, preparing our future generation.
Shop, play, learn, explore at the OCRV and Van Lifestyle Show, the premier gathering for RV enthusiasts and outdoor lovers. From October 31st to November 3rd, the Ocean City Convention Center transforms into a hub of excitement and exploration. With RVs, custom vans, e-bike, golf cart, and boat test ride zones, seminars, water sports, power sports, and a wide selection of the latest gear, you'll find everything you need to enhance your next adventure. Enjoy BMX and skateboarding competitions, tiki boat cruises, and more. Buy tickets and explore with us at OCRVshow.com.
Accurate termite and pest control. A new season is coming and so are the pests. They want in. Trust Accurate to keep them out year round. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by the Parker Group.
Coast Life, hop in. Hey, so a few minutes ago, we sat down with Rachel and Dustin, the real estate moguls of the Parker Group, and we talked about where they've been, where they're at in the business of finding you your home. So it's actually inspired me to go check out all their locations to see how they're better serving you. And, well, they're all over Delaware, so buckle up. I'll drive, you get the snacks and the playlist. Let's go. Starting our tour in Georgetown at the flagship location, I got the sense that Rachel and Dustin truly love the community they serve. Now the Parker Group has all of Delaware staffed up, let's head down the road to Lewis and talk with Realtor Casey about what makes living lower, slower Delaware so special.
Well, the beach, for one. You are just blocks away from being right there at the ocean. You can stop working for a few minutes or take your laptop, fill out some emails, make some calls right while taking in that ocean air. So when you come into Lewis, you're going to be greeted with a friendly face. Right here at the door, we offer dog treats, we offer you coffee, beverages, and you can come in and you're immediately seated with either high top seating, or you can go into the back and more of a relaxed feel in our little lounge space. We use this not only because we are family when you come in here and you're buying or selling your home with us, but it's giving you that space where I feel like I am relaxed. It's not that stuffy office here at the Parker Group. We live here, we work here, we want you to be our neighbors. And so here at the Parker Group, we really do want you to find your happy place because we have already found our happy place.
Historic Milford has been able to hold on to that small town vibe even in the face of development. Michael can tell you all the perks of finding your happy place in this great central location.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in Delaware. We're close enough to the beaches that I can go when I want, far enough away that I don't have to deal with the traffic all the time. The people here are just amazing. It's a very historic small town, but it is experiencing a real revitalization right now. Well, when the new client walks in the door, spend the rest of your time packing, not worrying about anything else. It's what I get paid to do, is worry about everything. The stock market's going down, which means bond rates are going up, which means interest rates are coming down. Now more than ever since COVID, this is the time to buy or sell.
All the way up Route 1, Janice and Vernon hosted me at the new Middletown location. This new space gives you the opportunity to house hunt everywhere conveniently with realtors who know exactly what you need.
That's why we came here. We believed in the family atmosphere, and being here, that's what you get. And we were excited for the opportunity to be the first office in Newcastle County.
I feel like Middletown in general is a nice hybrid between where if you like city life, but you're a little more rural, you can find a little bit of all of that in Middletown.
This is the type of place where people love to raise kids, great school districts. People are moving here from all over, North Jersey, DC area. That is the mission for me, to create like extended family. This is what the Parker Group is, an extension of my family. They came to me with open arms to say, come on in here, come on and be family. And we like that atmosphere. And we want to extend that same type of atmosphere to our clients every time they come in front of us.
Wanting to help people and help people realize their dream of home ownership. And then also an emphasis on unity, like I said, across the whole state of Delaware.
Up and down Delaware today, I realize whether you're new to the area or a storied local, no matter your preference or wish list for a home, Parker Group has built a way of life that dedicates their time and energy to helping find your happy place. Now that I mention it, check out this happy place of the week. 28752 Lockerman Road is a 4-bed, 2-bath home spanning over 1,400 feet in Milton. Every room features soaring vaulted ceilings and clear story windows flooding the space with natural light. Designed by an award-winning architect, this home blends stunning custom architecture with state-of-the-art energy efficiency. All-electric heating, AC, and appliances. The gourmet kitchen showcases custom mahogany cabinets and countertops, while the second-story balcony offers breathtaking views of the Broadkill River. The expansive 3-car garage and flexible floor plan provide potential for rental income. With easy access to Route 1 and nearby beaches, this home is a rare blend of style, efficiency, and convenience. Happy Place of the Week is sponsored by the Parker Group. More Coast Life is coming up next.
Every visit is an adventure at Browse About Books in Rehoboth Beach. Search our hand-picked book collection and find something in every genre. From bestsellers to some of our staff picks, you'll uncover a new adventure every time. After you've browsed our extensive book selection, explore our gift shop, where you'll find an exciting array of toys, gifts, Rehoboth-themed items, and home decor. Browse About Books on Rehoboth Avenue, a fun, friendly place to shop for books and so much more.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew is a good crew. Really fine people are professional and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Honor the brave men and women who served Delmarva with a Coast TV salute, sponsored by Spicer Brothers. Nominate a local veteran, a service member, or first responder at coasttvsalutes.com.
Signs of poor eyesight aren't always clear to us. At Wink Vision Center, we provide the best possible standard of care to discover the signs and improve your vision. Our eye exams are fast, easy, and comfortable to ensure you and your family can see clearly as soon as possible. Shop the finest selection of designer frames from Tiffany to Vera Wang, Maui Jim, and Urkers. Need an appointment? We can get you in as soon as the next day. The choice is clear. Wink Vision, Ocean City and Cambridge.
Positive, focused.
Supportive and goal-oriented. These are just a few qualities of coaches who inspire their athletes.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and make a $500 donation to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an extra donation to their program.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network Coach Who Makes a Difference. Brought to you by Preston Automotive Group.
Hey, bath guy, do you do roofs? Nope. Do you do lawns? Negatory. Do you do windows and siding? Not a chance.
At Peninsula Bath, we're your local pros for bathroom remodeling, and that's it. Top quality, customer focused, and competitively priced. Ask about our free shower door upgrade and our neediest bathroom contest.
Hey Dad, can you take out the trash?
No son, not a chance.
Peninsula Bath.
Danger in the kitchen. The hot new cucumber salad recipe that's causing all these injuries. How to do it the right way without spilling blood. Next in Sun Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Well, Coast Life, I know we've got the back to school conversation that we've had going on, and maybe your kids have been spending the summer, spend a lot of time on social media, or really just getting lost in video games and a lot of maybe material items out there, which, it's great to have something to take off your plate, but at the same time, maybe your kids are losing some of the things that you want them to value. And there's a children's book out there. Oh, the blessings you will see when you open your eyes. And we've got the author of this children's book, Darlene Wade, joining us on the Coast Life couch. Welcome, and thanks for bringing your book.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here and to be the author of this book.
Yes. So this is your first book.
It is.
And
hopefully one of many.
So tell us what readers will find when they open up.
So basically, it's a story about just recognizing your daily blessings. I mean, we take for granted too many times the little things in life that make life worth living.
Sure.
So hopefully this book will show them that. And it was really exciting to really dig deep and see exactly what meant so much to me.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, it's a wonderful message, really. And I think, you know, when it comes to children's books, a lot of times it's parents that are reading to their kids. So there's really stuff for mom and dad and kids in here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because most of the time the parents do it as well. Because I know at the end of a long day, I'm like, ugh. When my children were younger, I was like, what do I have to be thankful for? Not sure. I've cooked, I've cleaned, I've, you know, carpooled and done all those things, and now I'm drained.
Right, you're tired.
So maybe when they read this book, they'll go, oh wait, that was a good thing that happened today.
Yeah.
So parents and kiddos can learn a lot from
Yes,
this.
can learn a little something. I mean, I think, you know, it starts with parents and kind of teaching those kids what to value and what they value. And I think to have those reminders in a book like this is a great way to get everybody on the same page.
I agree. And it's just a way to spend time because, again, we're running in 50 different directions. And I remember when my children were younger, I used to love when we would tuck them in for bed and read that story, and it was just our time to kind of connect and be together. And if it was a good, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've read certain books.
Oh, I'm sure.
And yes, and so hopefully this will be one of them.
Yes. There's really good illustration in here.
Yes, illustrations are beautiful.
Yes, my son's friend, Jordan Thomas, shout out to her. She did a wonderful job. She's 23 years old. She just finished college, and she's starting her own journey onto life, and she was nice enough to do that with me, and she will be doing my next one as well.
Oh, nice. And I love how if we've been flipping through the pages, every left side is you know, an illustration of maybe what's going on in the scene, and then there's a pair of eyes on the other side.
Yes, as the pages progress, the eyes open wider and wider because they're getting the message.
I see.
And there's a little prayer on that side too.
There is.
That's wonderful. So do you have any events coming up, you know, sharing this book with people?
So my soonest sharing event so far is the Holly Fest in Milton, and hopefully I will get out there sooner. I've been plugging away, but I do work full time as well.
Makes it hard.
Yes, I work for a church, and I'm the Faith Formation Director of Youth and Family Ministry, so that kind of like is a blessing, but also trying to get this out. It's like, okay, well, let's, you know, multitask, but that's okay. So baby steps, and I look forward to more and more events coming.
Now, how can people get your book?
So it's available right now on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and Walmart.com.
Perfect.
And if you're local here, you can reach me at my email, and I will gladly give it to you.
Oh, yay! That's wonderful.
Well, wait, let me take that back. Sell it to you.
Yeah, she will gladly sell it to you because we like to pay our artists, our authors, our writers, anybody out there that has an artistic trade. You pay them. Your musicians, pay them too.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. So, I mean, really, what age group would you say this targets?
So, I mean, I really think it's like preschool to maybe 10. But, you know, I think a first-time reader can certainly read it and get a lesson. But I think the little ones are the ones that really will, you know, like the pictures and, you know, really spend time with their parents reading it. But a first-time reader can do it as well. So.
And you said maybe plans for another book.
Yes, I do. I already have it in the works, but I can't move forward with that until I get this really out there to the public, and I really am excited to do that. And you're my first big push, so I'm excited.
Yes, well, we can't encourage you enough to check this book out, especially perfect for kind of getting ready for the back to school year where kids are going to be, you know, chatting with other kids and getting distracted, and it might be a good time just to take a step back and remember the little things that we are blessed with.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I so appreciate this opportunity and being here with you today and getting the message out there.
Oh, well, thank you, Darlene. Thanks for coming in, and thank you for writing this book. I think a lot of parents and a lot of kids are going to get a lot out of it.
It was my pleasure writing the book.
Awesome. Well, when we get back, we're not done talking school year. We know a lot of kids are getting back on the bus, they're getting off the bus, and we want to make sure everybody does so safely. So we'll have that conversation on the way.
Vernon Powell now has Hoka Kids, just in time for back to school. Or choose New Balance, Skechers, backpacks, drinkware, and more with 20% off every second item during the back to school sale at Vernon Powell in Salisbury and Rehoboth Beach.
Tonight, the eyes of the nation are on Kamala Harris as she takes center stage at the Democratic National Convention. Her vision for the country and her message to voters. Join NBC News for special coverage tonight on NBC.
I like to know what my patients are experiencing, to feel how they're feeling. I choose to walk with them, find a path forward when nobody else will.
NBC's Brilliant Minds, September 23rd. Set your DVR.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale.
Today through Sunday.
Wicomico Civic Center.
Exercise with low impact.
Swim the entire year and stay in shape.
Teach your kids to swim.
Unwind and save thousands.
Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool.
Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa.
Installation in 1 day only.
New 2024 inventory.
18-month interest-free financing.
Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Wicomico Civic Center.
Free admission.
Free parking.
Call 855-SPA-SALE.
Hey, bath guy, do you do roofs? Nope. Do you do lawns? Negatory. Do you do windows and siding? Not a chance.
At Peninsula Bath, we're your local pros for bathroom remodeling, and that's it. Top quality, customer focused, and competitively priced. Ask about our free shower door upgrade and our neediest bathroom contest.
Hey, Dad, can you take out the trash?
No, son, not a chance.
Peninsula Bath.
In Delaware, a family earning $67,000 a year pays the same tax rate as one making $67 million. I'm Matt Meyer, and you don't have to be a former math teacher to know that's an outrage. As governor, I'll make the super wealthy pay more in taxes so working people can pay less. By making state taxes more fair, we'll help more families get ahead. It's not just smart math, it's the right thing to do.
Democrat Matt Meyer for governor.
Draper Media presents the Shore Living Expo, celebrating health, wealth, and home. Saturday, September 7th from 10 to 4 at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Sponsored by Spicer Brothers and Pohanka. Great demonstrations and interviews with Delmarva Life's Lisa and Jimmy on the expo stage, along with prizes and fun. Plus, meet your favorite Draper Media TV and radio talent. From crafts to home services, boats, cars, and RVs. This is a free event you don't want to miss. Go to WBOCevents.com. See you at the Shore Living Expo.
Vernon Powell now has Hoka Kids, just in time for back to school. Or choose New Balance, Skechers, backpacks, drinkware, and more with 20% off every second item during the back to school sale at Vernon Powell in Salisbury and Rehoboth Beach.
I know, we've been talking about it, that the school year is fast approaching. I mean, we're just days away now. Starts next week for a lot of kids.
Yes.
And with the return of the school year comes the return of school buses and kids waiting out on the corner for that bus to pick them up. And so we just need to retrain our brains to be a little bit more aware. So to tell us more about some school bus safety for both drivers and the kids walking to the bus is School Resource Officer Robert Scisco joining us.
Good morning. How are we all doing?
Yeah, we're good. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me back. Always appreciate it.
Yes. And I mean, this is a good, relevant time of year for you to be back in here
absolutely.
And talking about that school safety. So when it comes to the drivers, because we've had a summer off from keeping our eyes peeled for yellow buses and little kids, what should we do? How should we kind of refresh our brains on looking out for the little guys?
Well, I think first and foremost, it's always remember, like the big yellow buses, they're easy to see. So when you see that big yellow bus and the stop sign coming out from the side of that bus, slow down, obey the speed limits, stay off your phone. Always try to tell people, if you're gonna leave the house, try to leave the house a little earlier. So big thing is just really obey the laws, watch your speed, distractions in the car. Don't be trying to eat your breakfast in the car or try doing your makeup in the car. Pay attention and try to leave a little earlier than you normally would.
Yeah, I mean, I think for those of us who have been driving for a little while now, it's a little bit easier to remember, but I think, you do have a lot of kids who were COVID drivers, and you've got some kids that maybe their driving skills just aren't quite as sharp as ours were at the time. So for maybe the newer drivers, some more things that they should be on the lookout for. I think, getting off your phone, not eating your breakfast in the car,
yep,
really
absolutely.
Tips.
That's a big thing, especially with the younger drivers. They think that they can multitask, and but if you're looking down at your phone and you're traveling about 60 miles an hour, you're traveling several hundred feet in that time, and you might look up and don't have enough time to react to what's in front of you.
It would happen so fast.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Think about it.
It is. I mean, it's a split-second incident, and it's very scary. So I think for parents, not only of little guys, but if you've got those 16, 17, 18-year-old drivers at home, this is a good time to have that conversation with them as well. Just, hey, keep an eye out for your little sibling type age groups, and let's take a minute. It's better to get to school and get there late than not at all. For the kids that may be walking to the bus stop,
Sure,
though,
absolutely.
what are some tips to keep them safe?
Remind your kids, stay on the sidewalk, use the crosswalks if they're available. As winter and fall comes, the sun's gonna rise a little later and later, so if you have any kind of reflective clothing, a jacket or anything to put on your kids, that's great. Usually for not Christmas, Halloween, we give out little lights that say walk safe. So if you have one of those in the house, my students from Rehoboth Elementary, or if you can get one off of Amazon, that's great too, because it makes your kid visible. Also, if your kid's riding the bike, parents need to remind their kids bicycles, the state of Delaware, are considered vehicles.
Yes, they are.
They need to obey the same laws. So if you see a stop sign, stop. Don't just run through it and think people are going to stop and see you. Got to make sure you're obeying all those laws as well.
You hear that, cyclists? That's for you grown-up cyclists too, because I've seen it. I've seen you not obey the rules like you're a vehicle, and I'm always like, oh my God.
Yeah, share the road, right?
Oh, share the road, but I'm a cyclist. I'm like, I have to be as extra safe because like you're the one that's going to be hurt if there's an incident. So definitely obey those traffic laws, and I think just some really good reminders. And those are all really for the drop-off. What about pickup? Because I think sometimes we kind of forget on the way home too that you're rushing to get back from work. Kids are still getting dropped off.
Yeah, exactly. So I know there's some kids that get dropped off before parents get a chance to get home, and sometimes the parents are rushing to get home, and just same thing, just obey the law, obey the speed limit is the biggest thing I can tell you. Obey the speed limit, watch for those buses, watch those kids coming off, because you don't know if a kid's going to be coming across that bus to cross the lane of traffic, so please don't go around the bus.
Don't
just stay there, wait your turn. It's nice to get a place earlier, quicker than you might think you would be, but it's even better to get there in one piece and everyone gets there safely.
Exactly. Well, Officer Scisco, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
sharing
it.
with us some bus safety tips as we gear up for the back to school season. It's a crazy time of year for all you parents, so good luck. But we got some more Coast Life coming up. When we get back, we're spilling some tea, we're spilling some hot goss as well.
Unwind, work off stress, and be comfortably true to who you are with Jab and Flow. We're dedicated to creating a balance of physical and mental wellness for your best life. You don't have to get in the ring, be a hardcore yogi, or train like a pro athlete to become part of our community. We teach boxing fundamentals with a fun variety of yoga, Pilates, and fitness classes for drop-ins and members of all levels. On Route 1 between Rehoboth and Dewey with plenty of free parking.
Back pain? Trouble sleeping? Slowing down? Reduce stress by 22% with hydrotherapy, lessening pain and improving sleep. At Delaware Hot Tub Company, we have saltwater hot tubs to give you these relaxing health benefits. A simpler, cleaner way to relax using fewer chemicals and easier to maintain too. Why stress when you can relax? Hot tubs, hotter prices at Delaware Hot Tub Company in Millsboro and Lewis. Ask about 0% financing.
Shell's Early Learning Center, child and parent approved.
Shells have become an extension of our family. They've helped prepare our children for school.
I love Shells. My teacher makes learning fun.
Creating a fun learning environment to prepare the children for school.
Shell's accredited staff is dedicated to preparing your child for school. Don't miss your chance to join the Shell's family. Enroll your child for fall now before it's too late. Shell's Early Learning Center, preparing our future generation.
Danger in the kitchen. The hot new cucumber salad recipe that's causing all these injuries. How to do it the right way without spilling blood. Next, Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
The American Heart Association invites you to join the Southern Delaware Heart Walk. It's time to unite, take action, and save lives. Every walker who joins, every dollar donated means more people trained in life-saving CPR, more research, and more life-saving moments for everyone. Join us at the Southern Delaware Heart Walk on November 3rd at the Rehoboth Beach Bandstand. Let's walk together to save lives. Register today at heart.org/SouthernDEWalk. Sponsored by Coast TV.
Yep, working in the ER requires a special breed of healthcare worker, adrenaline junkies. It's fast-paced here, go, 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 you know? Everything moves quicker. Most things move quicker.
Spill the Tea is sponsored by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.
It's time to get spicy and dramatic once again at Coast Life. And so, of course, we are at the Spice and Tea Exchange right now because, you know, spilling the drama in studio is always good. But spilling the drama with all the tea is just...
It hits different.
I was going to say, it's different.
It just makes it that much spicier, you know?
And we have a lot at our disposal, too. We have a lot of honeys, a lot of sugars, a lot of teas to choose from.
Yeah, I know. 2 of the honeys caught our eye. There's the vanilla honey and the bourbon honey that I know had your name all over it.
Oh, yeah, it does, girl. So we're going to go home with some treats, but not before we spill the drama for you. So, Leah, you want to tell us first what we're drinking?
Yes.
Awesome.
Perfect. If you're gearing up for the fall flavors, this is the pumpkin chai latte black tea,
Lovely.
which already has our name on it. Notes of cinnamon, maple, and cream converge with sweet pumpkin and black tea. Whether with milk sweetener or just straight up, this chai is the perfect companion for crisp mornings.
I might add like more pumpkin creamer to it. But if you're a sugary person, look what we have here. We have some pumpkin spice sugar to add. So this has sugar, cinnamon, ginger, allspice. So it's basically like a good old pumpkin spice.
You could put those on top of like a little pumpkin cupcake or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't forget, this sugar can be used for anything. But I'm going to add some to our cups really quick.
Okay. And then I want you to smell this. I always like to smell these before I taste.
I made a mess. Spilling. It's okay.
But that's kind of the fun of the store is that you can come in and smell everything before you buy it. And usually if you like the way it smells, you're going to like the way it tastes.
It's never too early for pumpkin.
I want to just live in this.
It's still summer. I know. So I can't eat certain foods in the summer?
So what?
Doesn't make
pumpkin
sense.
still exists, people.
Right. Doesn't make sense. Anyways, all right. We have some family. Oh my gosh, I keep spilling the sugar.
They're not going to let us back in.
They're not going to let us back in.
All right, I'll get the spill in. You get the spill in.
So this is some sister family drama. So
our favorite.
Yes, we love this. This woman writes in, she's 29. She comes from a very close-knit family. And every year they have a big family reunion, which we love.
Yes.
And the whole theme of it is they all meet up at this big house and they have a barbecue feast at the very last night. Now, yeah, everyone sits at a big table, they have a barbecue feast. So this year, this girl's sister, who's 24, decided she's going to become vegan. Fine, yeah, whatever. And she says she doesn't want to participate in the feast. And she said the only way she kind of will is if it's changed to a vegan feast. Now, yeah, you're starting to lose me too. So the sister was like, hey, cool, you're vegan, no one cares. Either why don't you bring your own dish, or we ask, grandpa, whoever's cooking, have some vegan dishes.
Make a few things.
But she's like, that's not fair to make everyone who's looking forward to barbecue, real barbecue, eat vegan. The sister says if she sits at that table and is, has a bunch of barbecue in front of her, she's going to be uncomfortable. She says they're not thinking about her feelings. They're undermining her beliefs. And she says full vegan dinner or bust, she will not be there.
I'm surprised it's taken this long for her family to not troll her about
Thank you. Thank you.
I remember that she just decided to be vegan. But I'm sure there have been stunts pulled in the past because I know anytime I got on some sort of justice horse, my family was like, boo.
Yeah.
So you're used to it, you know?
You should be.
And I think just like you are uncomfortable with the food in front of you, you would think that you'd be understanding that perhaps the rest of your family wouldn't want to eat all vegan dishes.
Exactly.
Because they don't all taste that great.
No.
Some are amazing.
Sure.
But sometimes I think when you're looking for substitutes, that's the hardest part when you're changing your diet is you're thinking it's going to taste like one thing, and when it doesn't, you're like,
exactly.
Something's off. So it's just
just
like it would be a big ask to make you try something you don't want to.
Right.
It's a big ask to make your family all eat a vegan meal.
Exactly. And listen, I don't understand how someone can be vegan, and that's why I respect it so much. It takes, I'm sure, discipline or whatever. But no, if I'm expecting ribs and I don't even know what else. I just like ribs. I'm trying to think of what else is there for barbecue.
Pulled pork.
And someone said it's vegan.
Mac and cheese.
Right.
And
I don't care how much barbecue sauce is on it. It's not going to be the same.
And I'll tear up vegan mac and cheese.
Sure.
I'll eat it. You know?
Why
I'll
not?
try anything. But I think again, just like it would be a big ask for that person to, you wouldn't ask a vegan to eat meat.
No,
you wouldn't ask non-vegans to not eat meat.
And I do think there's a double standard for this girl right now, and it's like...
Absolutely. Well, I think because veganism and vegetarianism do get put a little bit on the morality pedestal a little bit of you're like, well, if I don't eat meat, I'm better than you because I don't eat animals. And you're like, okay.
Not true, but okay.
Not true, but okay.
And you know which types of vegans and vegetarians we're talking about. It's not
there
all
are plenty
of
of cool ones. There are plenty of cool ones. But I think this one's a much more cut and dry tea than we've had. And I think the answer is get over yourself.
Get over yourself. I think you tell her, bring your own dishes then. We ain't got time for this. And best of luck. See you at the family reunion.
But we always have time for tea.
Ooh. That's different than any pumpkin tea I've had before.
I could just live in this cup.
Wait, this is so cozy.
It is. This is everything because sometimes pumpkin spice can be a little too bitey. This isn't that. This is just a blanket.
And black tea can be too sometimes, but this is just perfect.
We're gonna go cozy up and take a nap, but we got more Coast Life coming your way.
Listen out there in television land.
Get in the groove with Judge Judy's greatest hits.
I'm good, right?
You are great. Judge to be the best.
Now put on your listening ears.
With classics like
That's ridiculous. That's a lot of baloney.
Plus.
What are you, nuts?
And who could forget?
Is not an answer.
Judge Judy, delivering the hits daily.
That sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
Judge Judy, coming September 9th to Coast TV.
Life is full of little moments. Joyous laughter. Playful dancing. Bright smiles. Never miss a moment. Built for brighter days. Shell Brothers Homes.
Middays with April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through my workday.
She plays my favorite songs.
She helped me find my furry friend.
She's always making me smile.
Listening to April is the best way to get through my workday.
She makes me feel special.
Middays with April, weekdays from 10 to 3 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Critter Getters.
Welcome to the party. We all make this show together. You guys, this is our show. You just never know who you're going to meet here. You can feel the energy in this room. Every single person needs to be included in these conversations. Let's do this! Let's make everyone's day a little brighter.
Drew Barrymore, weekdays at noon on Coast TV.
Well, the conversation of the day has really kind of been back to school, I know.
It's here.
So we kind of wanted to go over some of the signs. How do you know that summer it's starting to wind down? Summer's ending.
Oh, I don't know. For me, it's like, especially getting up in the morning.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of the fog out, the little frosty and the little dark. Like I'm still like, oh, here we go. Probably because the time is changing. Like we're getting closer to that.
I think so, yeah.
season.
I mean, the sun is going down a little bit sooner these days.
Yes.
It's coming up a little bit later already.
When you're going shopping, all the school supplies are out.
School supplies, yeah.
It's happening.
I feel like there is that just slight shift that you feel like there's just something in your gut telling you that you're like, summer's ending. It's not just the calendar, I know, but I think it is those little subtle seasonal changes. We've got a little bit of drop in the temperature. The humidity is a little less, which I've been loving.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like what else. I feel like sometimes like we've had just this beautiful crystal blue sky the last couple days that I've been like, this is it. You know September's coming.
It's coming, which is okay.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with it.
We're bringing it on.
I don't mind it. I'm okay with change. I try to embrace it.
Yes. You do a good job.
But we know that there's a lot of other folks out there that have some different signs maybe that summer's ending. Our field correspondent Spencer Tober was checking in with you and seeing what your signs are.
Labor Day has always been the bookend of summer. So, Delmarva, let's see what you think. All right, hey everyone. So summer is still in full swing. We got a couple weeks until what I would consider probably the end of summer is Labor Day. But do you guys have another way you can tell it's the end of summer?
Maybe have another vacation, or maybe get packing up for school.
What is the end of summer for you guys? How can you tell that summer's over?
Well, this is our end of the summer trip before back to school, and Nora will be going to kindergarten.
Hey, Nora. So back to kindergarten?
Yeah.
Oh, is this gonna be your first time in school?
Yeah.
When it's like back to school season starts coming up, like at the end of August. Yeah. When it gets a little cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I like the cold.
You like
refreshing.
Oh, for sure.
Like when fall starts.
As lifeguards, summer's definitely your busy time. What do you consider the end of summer?
I would say the end of summer I consider as to be Labor Day. Definitely cools down after that, crowds-wise.
Totally agree with her. After Labor Day, like you see the change in the people around here. Like it's not as busy. We start slowing down, so it makes it work a little bit easier.
Well, seems like heading back to school was, of course, a popular answer for signs that summer coming to an end, my friends. But we also want to send all the kids in our area back to school with a well-supplied, well-stocked backpack, which is exactly what our friends at Paul Davis Restoration are helping do. They would like to distribute 300 backpacks to kids in our area. You can help them do exactly that. Just check out Paul Davis Restoration for more information. They want to do this all by tomorrow. So if you're in the giving spirit, make sure you check it out and check it out quick. But we've got some more Coast Life to get to when we get back.
We're looking for our first house. We're growing a family. The Parker Group and our realtor, Jen, they were great. Helped us get our first home. That was a very smooth, easy process, especially for our first time. Family expanded a little bit more. We went right to the Parker Group because how easy it was the first time. And before we knew it, here we are in our next home and we love it.
Our experience with the Parker Group was seamless.
Our realtor and the Parker Group was almost like a family in a way. They were there for us when we needed them. That was a big thing.
100% we would go with the Parker Group again.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at oceocean.com.
Shell's Early Learning Center, child and parent approved.
Shells have become an extension of our family. They've helped prepare our children for school.
I love Shells. My teacher makes learning fun.
Creating a fun learning environment to prepare the children for school.
Shell's accredited staff is dedicated to preparing your child for school. Don't miss your chance to join the Shell's family. Enroll your child for fall now before it's too late. Shell's Early Learning Center, preparing our future generation.
We've searched and we don't think you'll find a better Labor Day sale anywhere. Shop Gone Coastal, It's My Style, and Furniture and more locations for the biggest deals anywhere. Like our 3-piece sectional, $9.99. Our 7-piece dining set, $9.99. Sofa sleepers from $5.99. Outdoor Adirondack chairs, only $179. Save even more under the tent, up to 60% off at our Fenwick and Rehoboth locations. The best Labor Day sales at Gone Coastal, It's My Style, and Furniture and more.
I feel the weight of each and every trial.
Justice is a battle.
Every day.
We have a vow to make this city safe. NBC's Law and Order, new October 3rd. Set your DVR.
Well, we know that sometimes people get fed up with all those streaming service options that there are out there, which is why you can always tune into Coast Life. But if you are looking for a new streaming service, possibly a delicious one, Chick-fil-A is starting their own streaming service for some reason.
What's going to be on there?
Great question. Well, it looks like they're looking to program some family-friendly, unscripted TV, like game shows, maybe not like reality TV, but again, family-friendly content. They say that they're teaming up with Hollywood production studios and they have like a $400,000 budget or something like that. It's crazy. It's wild. Chick-fil-A.
If it's any questions about what's on their menu and how things taste, I can answer that. But
I think a lot of people could answer those questions. A lot of people could guess right.
But a whole streaming service.
But a whole streaming service.
Like 24 hours.
Yeah, I guess. And an alum from the X Factor and Top Gear is also kind of behind some of this programming and stuff like that. Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know.
I guess.
I mean, you never know. Plans can change. It's possible Chick-fil-A will drop the project eventually. But I feel like it has the potential to open a very weird door of fast food and streaming services that I'm not sure we should open.
Other people could get ideas.
It's a weird, I don't know why I feel like it's weird, but there's something that's telling me like
maybe things should just stay what they are.
Yeah, or it's just like it opens a lot of money to be exchanged through places that you're like, I just don't know.
Right.
Like I don't need constant Chick-fil-A advertising
True.
in my shows or whatever it is.
Well,
you know?
maybe every time they go to a commercial break, it can be like, my pleasure. And then
that's what
gonna make it better.
You know it's going to be an efficient streaming service.
It is.
That's for sure, because that drive-through line is the fastest drive-through line. No matter how long that line is, Chick-fil-A will get you through it in like 5 minutes.
We always say that they should be in charge of like a lot of other things.
A lot of other things. I just don't know if streaming services is one of them, but it will be efficient. That we know.
Interesting.
There you go. That's your something to ponder for the rest of the afternoon. We got to get out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love hanging out with you. Coast TV News at 5 takes it from here.